Alright, well hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Beverage review, and today we will be reviewing Dasani water. Now, according to the Dasani website, Dasani water is expertly designed water. Now, we will be judging that today. They claim to start with a local water supply. Using reverse osmosis, they filter the water to remove impurities, and the purified water is then enhanced with a special blend of minerals for a pure, crisp, fresh taste that is delightfully Dasani, as they say. So we're going to be taste testing this beverage. According to the FDA, this beverage has no inorganic components. It has hardly any residual disinfectants. It only has one radionucleotide. So we will be taking a look at this beverage. I'm now going to begin sampling this beverage. This beverage is unopened, as you can see there. Unopened Dasani water. They very much push that the bottle itself is environmentally friendly, but we will be judging the water itself. So as we are popping the cap on this, we're getting a bit of a hiss. Gonna go ahead and no initial smell so far. Give it a swirl. We definitely have some degassing going on, as you can see there. Definitely some gases that are in this water that are coming out of this water. No smell yet. They do use ozone purification, according to their report. They remove it. They remove organic compounds with charcoal. Minerals and impurities are removed through reverse osmosis. We have ultraviolet light removing additional organisms, and then we actually have this water going through a process called ozonation. I do not know if I am pronouncing that correctly, but that is where they take ozone, which they claim is a type of oxygen. It is made of oxygen. I wouldn't say that it is a type of oxygen, but they say that it dissipates into oxygen and has no residual taste, so we will be judging that. As you can see, there are certainly some bubbles here. This water claims to have no sodium, but according to the FDA report, there are trace amounts of sodium. Coca-Cola claims that these are negligible. So I'm going to give it a shake here and some more sniffs. I do have a bit of a smell here. It smells a bit perhaps like a chloride or a fluoride. We're gonna give it a try now. I'll just spilled some, of course. All right. Definitely a lot of degasification going on here. You'll notice, before we get into this review, that this water, according to this infrared thermometer, is at the optimum temperature for water taste testing, above 55 degrees, below 59 degrees. All right. So this water is a very soft water. The hardness is negligible. As I'm talking to you right now, I would have to say that it is dry water, and by that I mean that it does not coat the throat when you gulp the water back. Compared to some other waters I've had in my days, this water itself has a very low coating ability for your throat, so I wouldn't say that this water would be ideal for quenching thirst. It definitely, if you're not a water connoisseur, I'm sure that it's negligible, but the fluoride and chloride tastes, fluorine and chlorine in this water, it is negligible. I would say that when I sniff the water, there's definitely some chlorine and some fluorine present, but only if you really dig into the water are you going to be experiencing that. Bubbles are constantly rising from this water, and I'm not quite sure what those could be. They could be CO2. The water it does taste a bit acidic, so there could be some carbonate in this water that would cause that acidic body of the water to come through. The initial taste, very clear. It's definitely a good water. Like most water, there's a slight bitter aftertaste. The length of the note that the water gives off is very clear. It's very well defined. Dasani's done a great job in making the water very clear. I wouldn't say that it's crisp, and it's difficult to make a crisp water at the optimum temperature, but it's certainly refreshing and clear. I wouldn't say that it has the ability to remove your sensation of being parched. I would say for me it would actually make me more thirsty, which would cause me to drink more. It's a fine water, and I would say that if you are in a pinch, this is an inexpensive water. I picked this water up for I believe it was $1.29. Definitely, if you are trying to go green, this water is for you. But if you really want to taste water, I'd recommend. I don't know if I could recommend this brand necessarily, but it's definitely some high quality water. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Beverage Review. We are going to put out weekly reviews here at Beverage Review. Here for the first few videos, we're going to be reviewing mostly water, but in the comment section below, if you would like to state any suggestions, I will be more than happy to put those in the queue before the other water I have that I will be reviewing. Dasani did not endorse my channel, and I'm not endorsing Dasani, so thank you, Dasani, though, for producing such a fine topic, or a fine product, rather. I'd also like to say thank you to Review of the Week. That is a channel that I have been tuned in for a great magnitude of time, and with the passage of time, I hope to plug in this fine gentleman's channel, because he has served as a large inspiration to my channel. I hope to see you, ladies and gentlemen, next week for our next review, and I'll see you then. Stay tuned.